What's happening, guys? It's Mike's Total Dragon Channel. Today is New Comic Book Day, and it was a very small week. So in addition to picking up my new books, I picked up some stuff that I wouldn't have normally picked up on a regular sized week, but because it was so small, I picked up a couple extra books that I figured I would give a try. The first one being this book right here, VR Troopers from Boom. Now, I vaguely remember this being on Fox when I was a kid, or when I was younger. But at that point, I wasn't really watching much of the Fox Saturday morning cartoons. But I do remember it, and I know the Boom Power Rangers books have got a really good reputation. I read a ton of them a while back over Christmas, and I really enjoyed them. So I figured I would take a shot on VR Troopers. Hopefully what I don't know about the characters, they're able to fill me in here on issue 1. So I'm looking forward to this. Gwenpool, I believe this came out last week and I missed it, so I was able to get this copy. Same with Legacy of Vader 5 here. I think this came out last week or 2 weeks ago, and I must have missed it, so I was able to grab it today. Gotham City Sirens, I picked this up because I like these characters, and I like Leah Williams. She wrote a really fun X-Men miniseries a while back that was just really lighthearted and fun, so I hope this Gotham City Sirens book is along the same way. And then this is, I want to say it's pronounced Gianna, Naked Aggression. Patrick Kenlon is someone who I stumbled across on YouTube. Saw one of his videos talking about comic books and comic book industry, and I started following him, his YouTube channel and his Twitter. So I really enjoy his newsletter he puts out, I guess you would call it, with his thoughts and musings on a bunch of different stuff. And I've read a couple of the books he did. Stringer, I read that and I enjoyed it. Frontier Man, I read that and enjoyed it. So he was recently pitching this book here, so I figured I'd take a shot. And this is the not suitable for work cover. So can't wait to see what this is. I heard it's basically, the concept of it is, revenge story, girl with a gun. So that should be fun. Those are always good, interesting stories, just pure action. Then G.I. Joe by Larry Hama. This is a steady pickup. Godzilla vs. Thor by Jason Aaron. I picked up about 5 or 6 of these Godzilla Marvel books, and the results are mixed. But Jason Aaron, he has a very good sense of Thor. He spent a ton of time working with the character. So if anyone's got a feel for crafting a Godzilla and Thor book, it would be him. Another Jed MacKay issue of Avengers. This goes without saying, I'm picking this up. Captain America #1 by Chip Zdarsky. This came out today, and I know a lot of people have been talking about how they're looking forward to this, and I'm one of them. And I was on the fence. I was hoping, because I wasn't sure if we were going to get good Chip or bad Chip. Good Chip is the Chip Zdarsky from the Daredevil run. Bad Chip is Chip from the Batman run. And everything I have heard today is we got good Chip. So I'm excited about that. Another Jed MacKay book, X-Men. And as you see, this has got Doug Ramsey, Warlock on the cover. There's been a lot of talk about there's going to be a focus on Doug Ramsey as a new big bad going forward. So that's probably starting here. Amazing Spider-Man by Joe Kelly and John Romita Jr. I enjoyed last issue with him and Black Cat. So this should be some more of the same good stuff. Venom by Al Ewing. And looks like it's got Dr. Octopus in there. They did have the Eric Larson variant at the shop, but I didn't really want to pick it up. I actually preferred this one as opposed to this Adam Kubert, as opposed to the Eric Larson, even though I'm a big Eric Larson fan. But I like MJ being in the symbiote, so I look forward to reading this every month. And then Red Hulk #5 by Benjamin Percy. This is another book that, even though it ties into One World Under Doom, it kind of builds upon its own stuff, focusing a lot on Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross, and a lot of character work for him. So all in all, very solid week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books. Lucky number 13 this week. That's a pretty decent week, considering some of these books are from previous weeks that I didn't pick up or I decided to take a flyer on. So I have got to check these books out. And then in addition to this, I've got some other series that I'm working on binging during my time off. So got a lot of reading to do. Hopefully you guys get a chance, get down to your shop today and pick your stuff up. I know your shop owners will be glad to see you coming in. And if you can't make it this week, give them a call. Let them know that you'll be there sooner or later. They'll really appreciate hearing from you. So till next time, you guys take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.